Hi boys and girls, today we're going to go over how to change fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. So we're going to start out with halves. Okay, if you have 1/2, it's kind of, a lot of us already know, that that equals 0.5. Okay, and the reason is because we can take 1/2, can change it to tenths, and that equals 5/10. And we know how to write 5/10. It's 0.5. Any time that we're changing fractions to decimals or decimals to fractions, we have to change our fractions into tenths, hundredths, or thousandths, because that's what decimals are. They're all tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. Okay, so that takes care of halves. What about fourths? These are pretty common too, fractions and decimals that we talked about last year. So if you remember, 1/4, well, we can't change that to a tenths, so we're going to try to see if we can change it to a hundredths. So we're going to do 4 times 25, 1 times 25, 1/4 equals 25 hundredths, which is 0.25. And the way that we can remember that is to relate it to money, because 1/4 is the same as 1/4, and 1/4 is 25 cents. And if we were to take 2/4, well, we could change that to 50 hundredths, which is the same as 1/2. And we could do 0.5 or 0.50, doesn't matter, they're the same. And 50 cents is the same as 2/4. 2/4 is 50 cents. Okay, if we were going to do 3/4 or 3/4, we could change that to 75 over 100, which is 75 hundredths. And again, 3/4 is 75 cents. So fourths, we always want to think about money. 1/4, 1/4 is 25 cents. 2/4 or 1/2 of a dollar is 50 cents. And 3/4, 3/4 is 75 cents. So halves and fourths are pretty self-explanatory. They're ones that you already know about. Just needed a quick refresher on those. Okay, and tenths and hundredths, we can do those real quick too. If we have 1/10, well, you know that 1/10 is written like this, 1/10. Okay, 2/10 is 2/10. Okay, if we have 5/10, we're going to write 5/10. Same thing as 1/2. Okay, if you have 1/100th, okay, now you have to bring it out. This place value here is the tenths. This is the hundredths, so we need to go out to the hundredths place. If you have 2/100ths, I'm going to go out to the hundredths place. If you have 89 hundredths, 0.89, 89 hundredths. Okay, and that is it for our halves, fourths, tenths, and hundredths.